Hey, what's going on YouTube? In today's video, I want to highlight Kwame Brown giving his reaction to ESPN First Take, Stephen A. Smith, Malika, Qerim, talking about the Von Miller situation on ESPN First Take. They had a full panel discussion talking about it. And I would like to highlight what Kwame Brown has said about it, man. So salute to Kwame Brown, Bust Life. If you guys missed a clip of ESPN First Take talking about it, I'll just highlight a little bit of it in today's video. But I suggest you guys go watch the full video I did breaking it down. I'll have that pinned down below in the comment section, and it should be popping up at the end of today's video. So with that being said, guys, let's highlight the clip of First Take talking about Von Miller. Here's the video.
Reported this morning that an arrest warrant has been issued in Dallas for Bills linebacker Von Miller for allegedly assaulting his pregnant girlfriend. Here's the statement from the Bills this morning. We were made aware of an incident involving Von Miller. We are in the process of gathering more information and will have no further comment at this point. All right, Stephen A.
First things first. We don't know all the facts. We heard this report. Obviously, an arrest warrant being issued is a very, very serious matter. Without knowing anything, let's just make sure we make this general statement that everybody at this table will agree with. Keep your hands off women. Do not put your hands on women if you are a man. Period. Let's get that out the way. Having said all of that, on a separate issue, there's something going on in the NBA with Josh Giddey. And what I've said and what numerous others have said is we don't know all the facts. So if we have to take that position with him with allegations of dealing with a minor, and we want to sit up there and say, wait until we have all the facts, same thing to Von Miller. But it does not look good for him to be in this situation. There is nothing good about this for him, nor the Bills, nor society as a whole with all the nonsense that we're having to deal with in this day and age. Do not put your hands on a woman.
Nor
That's all I have
the
to say.
pregnant girlfriend or the future child,
Yes.
if true.
Yes. If
I mean,
true. Yes.
It's, again, we don't have the facts. It's troubling, especially, you know, the Bills have had sort of issues before with kickers and stuff like that.
Keeping your hands to yourself.
Yeah.
Like, come on. You shouldn't even have to be saying these things in this day and age. You would think,
Right.
with all these type of incidences that keep happening, like, keep your damn hands to yourself.
Again, ESPN, they didn't have all the facts, but yet they still had a full panel on what ifs. And everybody was just pretty much calling it out. Like, how can they have a panel discussion without the facts on what ifs? And they couldn't do the same thing with Josh Giddey. You know, I think people are trying to make this more so a black-white issue. For me, it's more so about equal reporting. Remember, guys, my YouTube channel, I call out the bull stuff. So if Josh Giddey was to be slandered without any facts or evidence by ESPN, I would be first to come on my platform and defend Josh Giddey. Remember, guys, I have called out ESPN for not reporting about the WNBA issues and some of the charges that the women get charged with over there, putting their hands on their wives and girlfriends, and a lot of crazy stuff go over there in the WNBA, man. Like, you'll be surprised if you actually dig deep and look at what they do. How is they sweeping these reports underneath the rug, and how are these women still able to play basketball? Because if it was a NBA player, man, like with the stuff that they get charged with, trust me, man, they would be done and finished. How Stephen A. Smith felt about Kevin Porter Jr., he should feel that way about probably a huge percentage of the WNBA players. But again, they don't report on that. So for me, it's not about just this black-white thing. It's about equal reporting. So just like how they reported on Von Miller without the facts, you can report on Josh Giddey without the facts. There is ways for you to report on this stuff without being sued. Nobody is asking for ESPN to put themselves in a position to get sued. And I think it's a perfect opportunity to highlight what Kwame Brown had to say, because Kwame Brown even touched on that on his YouTube channel, man. So with that being said, guys, let's get right into this Kwame Brown clip. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, guys. That really does help my videos get pushed out to the algorithm. Let's try to aim for another 1,000+ likes, man. You guys have been showing so much love on this YouTube channel. I really do appreciate that. Let's get right into this video.
Did y'all see Stephen A. the dummy? Did y'all see how the media just did exactly? Yo, I thought it was going to at least be, you know, we're going to figure this out 10 or 15 days from now. We're going to see these people, you know, they're going to expose themselves. I'm like, you know what? They're going to expose themselves 30 days, 20 days. I never in my wildest dreams thought that the very next day that Stephen A. Smith would take the time and his handlers, and I do mean handlers, would take the time and give a segment on First Take ESPN about Von Miller allegedly hitting his girl and getting a arrest warrant. They didn't wait on the facts. They didn't do the same thing that they did for old boy. They wasn't even going to talk about Josh Giddey. The team knew about this Josh Giddey situation for an entire year based on what Andrew Bogut said on his podcast. So that means if the NBA team, Oklahoma City, knew about this for a year, then that means the media knew about this for a year as well. That's alleged, let the media know, because they have inside sources, That's what they always say. So I'm going to assume that the media knew about this situation as well. So not only did they not report on it for a year, when Josh Giddey's situation came out, they waited 4 or 5 days and got backlash from me, Twitter, and all of YouTube before they were pushed to respond. And based on Stephen A's words, we got on his damn nerves because we wanted him to give it the same energy as he's done so many of our other brothers. And just like with the Von Miller situation, same way he could have reported on Josh Giddey. The same way he came out and gave a disclaimer before he started condemning the behavior. He said, we don't know this to be true. Just like I said he would say if it's a brother. Y'all go back and check out my other live on this page. I said, you know how to get out of something without getting a lawsuit. You know how to say that, hey, I don't know if this is true, but there's being alleged that this person did X, Y, Z. We're just going to report on the news. After they reported on the news, they started condemning the behavior of somebody hitting a woman. Without knowing this man did it or not, they started condemning no man should hit a woman. And, look what that means for the team, blah, 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 blah. And the team is 6-6. They went on a whole diatribe. Surrounding hitting a woman as if they knew the facts and evidence. But they admitted that they didn't know. This is the same thing that Stephen A. said he could not do in the Josh Giddey case because he was afraid of getting sued. How come First Take and ESPN is not afraid of getting sued for putting him? And this is where we got to put pressure on ESPN. Why do they give them the script all the time, the same script? Now, they had black women on that stage making sure that these men carefully say what they disavow with a black woman being allegedly hit, because this is a black woman that's with a baby. So this is like, boy, they had the black women up there making sure Stephen A. say, oh, and we do not like this behavior. Why couldn't Stephen A. Smith say Von Miller is my friend? I'm pretty sure he knows Von Miller. I'm pretty sure every time he talked to him. How many of y'all think it would have went over well if Stephen A. would have said on First Take, Von Miller is my friend, same way in front of the black women, same way that he did for Dana White? How many of y'all think that they would have thought that was appropriate? You think those black women would have sat next to Stephen A. Smith if he would have uttered the words, Von Miller is my friend, with the allegations that he had on him? And these were just allegations. We saw what Dana White did, and he was still able. No white women came out and canceled Stephen A. Smith. I wonder why that is. How in America now that you can get on open camera and depending on the color of the woman, you can be a friend with a man that hit one. But for some reason, this same black guy, Stephen A. Smith, he has to tiptoe around any situation when it comes to a black woman, and he has to make sure he demonizes a black man. even though they gave that little bullcrap statement about we don't know all the facts, he came right behind that and said, don't put your hands on a woman. Men, that goes for all men. Don't put your hands on women. So now that's leading me to believe Von Miller is guilty. The average listener is going to think Von Miller is guilty. He has an arrest warrant. We're putting it in the head. They reported on this news. They never reported that this young man, Josh Giddey, was being investigated by the Thunder and now investigated by the police, allegedly. They didn't even want to put that out. They didn't even want to report on it. They didn't even talk about how NBA players need to be careful. You need to be aware of who you're talking to, who you're dating. Don't do the early hookups. Find out who you're sleeping with. Make sure you're not going to be standing in a video saying just F Giddey. He should be made to be the dumbest athlete in the league. Standing there looking high as hell. I don't give a damn how old she was. He's a idiot. You can't give him that tag of he's so his basketball IQ. Well, he might got basketball IQ, but his street smarts is on El Stupido. Standing there on a video with your shirt off, allegedly high and drunk, looking stupid with a underage looking girl, allegedly. Talking about just F Giddey. Nobody would have known about this if this idiot wasn't standing in the picture.
Okay, salute to Kwame Brown, man. That was a good live of him talking about this situation. I'll have the full live stream link down below because Kwame Brown talked more about it. So I suggest you guys go over there, click the link in the description box, and I'll have it down below in the pinned comment section. Click that link, go over to Kwame Brown's YouTube channel, give his video a like, subscribe to his channel if you're new over there, man. And yeah, man, check out some of his sports commentary, man. He had called this out and he was saying like, yo, there's 3 ways that the media is going to handle this situation. And if it's a black person, this is how they're going to do it. So he had called this out before they even talked about the Von Miller situation. Like he had said, he thought they would probably wait, like 15 days. Something else was going to come up and then ESPN would cover an alleged situation without the facts, just like how they did with the Von Miller situation. But for them to do it so soon, right in our faces, it is just quite shocking, man. But this shouldn't be shocking because that's what they do. And that's what they've been doing, man. Again, it's not a race issue for me. It's more so about the equal reporting, man, because it's like, yo, the WNBA has all these domestic issues. I reported on it. And, if it was about a black-white issue thing for me, then I wouldn't be reporting on the WNBA issues because there's black women in the WNBA that's getting charged with these charges. So, yeah, man, that's it for today's video, guys. Be sure to hit that like button if you made this far in the video. Don't forget to subscribe up as well if you're new to the channel. Like, share, comment, and subscribe for more self-taught videos. And we out. Peace.